can see the spots on it. The sun was completely different over there in that area, that pool I was fishing. All right, folks, welcome back to another awesome episode. It's Saturday, June 20th, and I got the camper loaded up, and we're taking off and doing a little quickie solo adventure trip. But first, I'm headed to the bow shop. I've got a private class I'm going to do, and then we got to fuel up, get a couple groceries, and we'll be headed up. I'm going to go up the Clackamas River and see if I can't find a camp spot up there that's available somewhere on the river to try to do some fishing or whatever. And if I can't find anything there, I'm going to just dip up and go up into the woods and just do some primitive camping out of the camper for one night, shoot some guns, shoot my bow. But if we can find a spot on the Clackamas River, I'm going to kind of focus on fishing, try to do some trout fishing or whatever. All right, folks, leaving the Broken Arrow archery range. I just got done with my lesson, and so now I need to get some fuel, a little bit of groceries, and some ice. But the lesson went very well. All right, folks, we're headed upstream on the Clackamas River. We're gonna start hitting some of these camp spots. Finally got out of city limits, and it took a little longer than I thought. It's about 11:30 in the morning or so. But yeah, by the time I got done with my lesson and got fuel, got something to eat, stopped by the grocery store to pick up a steak, and then I stopped by Fisherman's to pick up a couple special lures. And so hopefully we can find a spot up here. If not, we won't be doing any fishing, we'll be shooting guns. But either way, it'll be awesome. All right, we just drove through the first campground. It appears to all be full. This is a no reservation campground. So we'll keep going up the river. All right, folks, I just arrived at Ripplebrook campground, which is up off the Clackamas. We're on one of the forks of the Clackamas. I believe this is Oak Grove Fork. So I don't even know what the fishing regulations are for this, but it's kind of tight back in there. I don't know if you guys can see, but I think we're gonna call this camp. I might be able to set up my bow and target and do some bow practice here and do a little fishing and yeah, just kick back and relax and enjoy the afternoon up here. So I'm gonna go pay my fee and get the camper leveled out. The campground's almost full. I think there's one more spot left. As soon as I pulled up, some guys were just walking through here. They were looking for a spot because they have a tent. They said there's no good place to put a tent here on this site. Yeah, I think I scored. I'm gonna go get my fee paid and set up the camper and get her done. All right, folks, I just paid my camp fee, $26 a night to camp here, which was a little higher than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like 18 or so. My camp spot's a little unlevel, camper's unlevel, but I wanna show you guys something that I put on my camper that's pretty cool. You can see right here, I got a little bubble level, which helps with setup, makes it a lot easier. And then up there, I got another level for the horizontal. We're tilted down and we're tilted back like this. So I'm gonna put some blocks out and see if I can get this thing leveled up. It's about as level as it's going to get with what I have. Probably should have brought more 2x4s in that thing. I need to make some ramps or something so I have more adjustability or whatever. It's pretty level this way. It's still tilted back a little bit, but I don't usually put my jacks down when I set up, but it was really low in this corner, so it lifted it up a little bit. It's pretty much leveled that way. This one's still on the bar here, so probably won't be able to use the refrigerator because it's got to be pretty level, but I don't plan on using the refrigerator anyways. I got a ice chest full of ice, so we're good on that. There's the bubble up there, so I think we're close enough. Let's get in and set it up, and then gonna check those regulations for fishing this creek and crack open a fresh one. So sometimes, oh, my stairs aren't too level. Sometimes when I open this, there's carnage. Not too bad. The blinds fell off. Other than that, it looks good. Got my poles over there. Got a couple guns. We're pretty good. It doesn't feel too out of level in here. I can definitely tell that it's sloped down towards the back, but that's not really going to affect anything. Maybe when we're cooking a steak tonight, it might, but it's not the end of the world. It's only for one night. If I was staying here more than one night, I'd probably dial it in a little bit better, but we're all right. Look at the view out of the window. I'm going to turn my solar on. Let's do that right now. So I typically turn the breaker off the solar when I'm plugged into the truck because I don't want any funky feedback. It probably doesn't hurt anything because when the truck is off, it's not it's disconnected. But when you're driving, it's charging. So I don't need two things charging the battery at once. I don't think it would hurt anything, but just for safekeeping. So here's my breaker. Boom. We are charging with solar, people. You can see it going into the battery, so we're good to go. And it's right in the sun, so we're not going to have any issues. All right, here's some of the lures I'll be using today. And I just love rooster tails, especially the black ones. This one right here, some of these are like different. Yeah, like this one you can tell is like a little bit more chrome or whatever. But this color pattern right here is fire. I've been using this for probably 25, 30 years. I got some really small ones for this small little creek that we're fishing in. I checked the fishing regulations. We are good to go. You can keep like 5 trout a day here. I don't know. I don't see much pools here, but it'll be fun messing around. I think I'm going to start out with the little ones. I got 1 24th ounce and then 2 1/16ths. And then I'm going to run some swivels. I usually don't run snap swivels, but I've been tired of twisting my line. These things will twist your line. So hopefully this will help with line twist. I'm going to tie some of this stuff up right now. And we'll get out on the creek. All right. See what happens here. This is a nice pool. Not really in the best spot here. Oh, I just seen one fish. I just seen my first fish swimming down there. Damn it. Boy, that thing is flashing like nobody's business. Ain't nothing better than a brand new rooster tail, folks. Woo, good love. Oh, I just seen 2 fish bite at it. Come on, baby, come on. They're little, but they're biting. Hanging out in that shade right there. Oh, dude. I didn't see that one, but it was on for a sec. Oh, dang it, dude. I'm coming so close. There we go. There we go. We got one. Sick. Fighting it in the current, folks. He's trying to take my drag. Oh, he got off. That was freaking awesome. He just got in that current. Was fighting hard, flipping all around and stuff. I'm pretty sure these are wild trout. Pretty sure. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure these are wild. So I think it's been about 5 years since this area burned. We had a massive wildfire come through this area for thousands of acres, all the way down. Actually, past Estacada, I was in Oregon City, I was under a level 1 evacuation where I lived in Oregon City, which was kind of crazy. But yeah, this fire was massive. I think it was 2021, maybe, could be 20, I forget now. But this is the first time I've been up here this year. Man, it has greened up. It's way more green than what it was last year. I don't know if you guys can see some of the undergrowth up there. It's looking a lot better up here. You can still see all the burned trees, you know, for instance, right here, this downed tree. But this is a perfect path to that pool that I've been fishing. So That's a great thing. But yeah, really surprised to see how green this area is. All right, guys, took a little breather. That fishing hole over there just keeps calling me, so we got to get back there and see if we can't catch a fish and actually touch one. Something you guys might not know about me is I used to be hardcore into fishing, like fishing every day, almost every day for salmon. I had a boat before, like it was out of control, and it was probably one of the reasons for my first divorce, which is kind of hilarious. But yeah, I when I get into fishing, like I love it. Like it's a blast. All right, so there's no midday bite going on. It's a little late right now. I'm gonna do some bow shooting, and then we'll get back on the river later this evening. All right, guys, when I went to the bow shop today, I picked up a stand so I can keep the bow. I can just drop it on the ground and it'll stay level instead of trying to lay it against a rock or something like that. But yeah, kind of happy with that purchase. And today's bow lesson went awesome. The instructor was pretty impressed with my skill level for the time I've been shooting. When I told him how many arrows I've probably fired, which is gotta be close to 1,700 now. I told him like 1,600 this morning in 5 weeks. He was like, wow, his eyes kind of lit up a little bit or whatever, but it was kind of cool. We just did some fine tuning, did quite a bit of shooting to where I was aiming at one target and then I would move over, and he was examining how I'm moving my body when I want to move over, which was quite interesting. Some stuff you won't really find on YouTube, or at least I haven't found on YouTube. So we worked on that for a while, and then we did the video room. I've posted some videos about that before. It's pretty awesome. You guys can check those out. They'll be posted up here in the top. So we did some work in that room, and he went over a couple things with me, and we talked about holding for a long time, which I've been practicing on before I even took this class. But yeah, it was awesome. And he was, like I said, he was impressed with my skills so far. So to put it short, guys, I'm on the right path to being successful with my bow and arrow and being successful with hunting with a bow. And so I'm super excited for this fall. I've been shooting every day. I have not missed a day since I purchased the bow. And I think one of the days I got close to 100 shots, which was a couple days ago, I believe. I've started doing some minor weightlifting just in my arms and doing some, certain workouts and whatnot and everything. And that was another comment that the instructor made to me. He said that my upper body strength, my upper mass, the control that I'm having or exhibiting is really good. So, which I don't think I'm in that good a shape, but I'm trying to work to get better in shape so I can pursue this hobby, sport, whatever you want to call it. I'm super excited. Like I said, super excited. I believe I'm on the right path. I don't know if I'm going to do any more training because honestly today, guys, like it wasn't like I learned a ton. It was more like I impressed an instructor for where my skill level is, like I said, for how long I've been doing this. So, which was kind of interesting. I don't know what to think about that, but yeah, I'm just going to continue to shoot every day and, hone my skills and keep tabs on it. But yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for the sun to change directions so we can get back to fishing. The sun was completely different over there in that area, that pool I was fishing. I didn't see one fish really. I don't know if maybe I got one nibble or something, I forget already, but it's nothing like it was, 2 or 3 hours ago. So it's really nice right now. Wind died down. Nobody's camping here. I think this is the only camping spot. But looks like there's a little pool up here. So I don't know if my GoPro was recording. That sucks because we just got a nice little rainbow. There we go, right there. Right there, 5 feet away, and this is a nice one. There he goes. That is not a rainbow trout. All right, guys, we got tied back up. We're good to go. There's 2 more fishermen that sneaked in down there, so must be in a good spot. Look at, oh, little tiny trout. Boy, they are feeding in the current, I'll tell you that much. Oh, almost lost my lure, and I seen a nice fish, a nice trout come up and hit it. Wow. Oh, almost another little one right there. You see him come up and bite at it. Oh my goodness, the fish are going crazy. 2 of them snapped at that one. All right, guys, there's a lot of fish in this hole, but they kind of quit biting. Seems like it's really good when you first come up to the hole. And then after, I don't know, about 5 or 10 minutes, it kind of dies off. So you're probably scaring them out or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it's a really good hole. So we're going to get back to camp, make some food, and then maybe I'll come back here this evening. But if not, for sure tomorrow morning. One thing that sucks is I lost my little Ruby tackle box, just technically my daughter's, Ruby. And so I'm down to 1 lure and 1 swivel. Maybe I can find that tomorrow morning. I don't know, but I went and looked around. I couldn't find it. I don't know what I did with it. Whatever. Let's get back to camp and make a steak. Propane tanks. Propane accessories. Propane grills. Guess I'm supposed to turn both of them on. I don't know. Mo power. Ooh, that thing's hissing. Ooh, I smell propane. All right, folks, it's morning time. I had my coffee already. I hit the river. There was no fish biting. They were still asleep. So I've pretty much got the camper packed up, ready to go. And the sun's finally come out, and I think it's hitting the river. So I'm gonna go try my luck a little bit more before we get out of here. We got a little one here. First fish of the day. Another nice little rainbow. You can see the spots on it. The par marks, they call them. It's a wild trout. All right, off we go. That was a fun little mini trip. Got to get back to the house and spend some time with the family. It's Father's Day, so. But yeah, the fish were a little slow waking up this morning. I caught one. I think I caught 4 yesterday, so that's pretty cool. And so yeah, had an awesome time. I might come up here in a couple more weeks, bring my wife up here. We'll see how that goes. It's a fun little spot to camp. It's close to home. It's about an hour away, and you can get up here and just get away for a while. Did some fishing in, shot the bow. That was awesome. So yeah, just a nice little 24-hour getaway. That was well worth it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Until next time, Oregon Adventure.